Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Okay, ready Okay, before we start so starting this week so I'm going to give the attendance form during lecture. So I will let you fill in this form in 1 minute. After that I will close the form. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. Fill in the form. Okay, everyone finish? 61. Ada 70. 70 including me lah kan. 70, 69 lah. 66, 3 more. Faster. Okay. Ada lagi tak isi lagi? Okay, kelas. Okay. Alright. So supposedly this week still we are going to discuss last lah ni. So this is the final week that we are going to discuss on function. Okay. But looking at your previous lab exercise, so the last exercise is about user defined function, and we are focusing on parameter by reference, right? So parameter by reference, the difference between it with the parameter by value is in terms, the obvious one is in terms of the asterisk and the star in front of the parameter name. But that's the reason why we use parameter by reference instead of parameter by value. So what's the reason, class? You still remember? So still couldn't do it. Okay, parameter by reference. In fact, not by reference. By value also, some of you still couldn't do it. Okay, so for today, I'm going to focus on a new question. Okay, so we are going to look at the same question that we discussed from previous lab. Okay, which is the water park resort. duplicates. So, but instead of using function parameter by value, okay, previously we used by value. So today we are going to apply 100% parameter by reference to this program. 100%. So some of you for the BMI calculator kan, the previous exercise BMI calculator, some of you mix it by reference and by value is okay kan, no problem as long as it is correct. But for today, 100% we're going to apply on the parameter by reference. In terms of the flow kan, the flow of on how to construct function related to parameter by reference, it is slightly compared with if we use parameter by value kan. If parameter by value, we follow the step ratios kan. First we need to first we need to identify a statement and then cut and paste, and then to identify void or non-void, we look at the statements below the function call. To identify the parameter or without parameter, we look at the statements before kan, above the function call. So this is the step for applying in general function related to parameter by value lah. But for parameter by reference, actually it is much easier compared to parameter by value kan actually. Yes, it is I think much easier. Okay, so for that, let's look at this example kan. Not example lah, this quotes again kan. So this time, so yesterday section 2A already used this replate ni. Today we are going to use this. But replate ni there's a limitation kan. Only I think only 50% can can enter my what we call it, my screen lah. my screen over here at one time kan. So I'm not going to ask everyone to log in to replete and enter this screen at one time kan, no kan. So when I ask your name, then you click on the link that I will give you later, and then you can write down your codes over here. So we are going to do this together. So I will ask you to edit this code. Okay, so first we are going to okay, from the question there's no function for input n. So the first function is to calculate discount and then calculate total price and then just display kan. So no function for inputs. So today we are going to add one more function which is input function. Okay, input function. Okay, but before that kan, yesterday somebody asked me if you have a problem related to gets kan, and you couldn't solve the problem kan. If you have flush, you use fget also couldn't solve the problem. The problem is the compiler skip kan, gets kan, skip this part kan. So you may use this statement over here. So this is similar as gets lah. Okay. Since we are not yet discussed on the array kan. So we are going to skip this one tu these two. Name and ID, we are going to skip this and we are not going to put this in our input function. So the input function is going to start from here. Okay. input function, we're going to start from here. And as a start kan, so we are going to use this step first. Okay, use this step first. That means that we are not going to apply parameter by reference. So let's check it out kan, whether it is possible or not. If you want to put the input statement in a function and apply the parameter by value. You understand, class? So we are going to create one function which is input function, and we are going to put this 1, 2, 3, 4 ni. These 4 statements inside of the input function, and we are going to use parameter by value. Possible or not kan? Okay, so for that, so we are going to call one of you, okay? The lucky one, eh? Alright, let me share you this link first. No need to ni, no need to click on this link. Everyone, not everyone, eh? Only those who've been called. Okay, you can click this link, eh? Not everyone, eh? Okay, so first, let us have from I like to call from below. Nurul Izzati. Nurul Izzati ada panggil belum semalam? Nurul Izzati section berapa? Nurul Izzati section
B.
B belum eh. Okay, Nurul Izzati. Klik link ni Nurul Izzati. Reply ni. And then you might have to log in using your Google or Facebook account, eh? Boleh Izzati?
Sekejap, sir.
Okay. Okay, so first step, identify the statement. Okay, identify statement, done. Okay, I already give you the statement kan, starting from line 24 to line 31 only, eh. And then, so second step is to cut kan. Cuba cut tu, Izzati. Cut and replace the original location with the basic function call. Boleh ke? Boleh Zati?
Sekejap.
Tengah buat apa? Tak nampak ada ni pun. Okay. Replace with function call delay sikit kan, tapi itulah. Nak tahu juga awak buat apa sekarang ni. Zati tengah buat apa? Dah sampai mana Zati? Zati? Oh Zati.
Yes, sir.
Dah sampai mana? Tengah buat apa sekarang? Dah cut kan? From my screen you already cut. And then what are you doing right now? Tengah fikir ke tengah type? Saya tak nampak ni.
Tengah fikir.
Tengah fikir, tunggu ni. Okay, cut kan? Identify, first identify. Okay, and then cut ni kan? The point number 2 ni, can you see from my screen? Zati. Cut the statement. Nampak kan? The original location tu, replace with function call. Yang tadi lah. So, original location is here, the one that you cut kan? So, replace with function call. Buatlah function call. Let's name the function as input. Function call input. Type input. Tengah type ke apa? Jadi?
Sekejap.
Type input. Line 25 tu type input kan. Zati? Tengah buat apa sekarang? Kan? Izzati, note void. Okay, we put void only for function definition. For function call, no void. Just write down the function name. Function call kan? Don't get confused Not function definition, function call. Input only. Input. Dah ke? Zati? Hello.
Sekejap sir. Line slow.
Dan slow. Kalau line slow dia tak boleh type kat situ. Ke macam mana? Slow sangat ni. Tengah buat apa tadi? Oh, Izzati. Izzati. Mana Izzati ni? Izzati ada tak? Izzati.
Ada.
Tengah buat apa? Dah habis dah, Syed? Janganlah senyap je saya. Tahu tengah buat apa. Awak jangan senyap je. Awak kena
Dah.
beritahu kelas tengah, satu kelas tengah tunggu awak ni. Jangan senyap je, beritahu. So, dah, type kan? Settle?
Dah.
Okay, so next, create the function definition. The one that you just type is function call. Kan, first step. Next, create the function definition. Function definition, where to put the function definition? Izzati? Izzati?
Ya sir. Sebelum
Function
input.
definition. Where should we put it? Is it after function main or before function main?
Before.
Before function main. Atas ni. Ni line 12. Is it? Line 12 ni before function main is a function prototype. Okay. Function definition is after function main. After function main ni lah. Line after line 94. Function definition. Void. So void start over there lah. Start dekat line 96 tu. Izzati pergi line 96. Line 96. Type void input function definition kan. Baru betul. Buat void kat sini Izzati, bukan not inside of main no void in main. Main no void void input. Okay, and then the body. Buat body dia, body function. Mana body? Curly bracket tu. Okay. Alright, and then paste lah. Okay, paste the statement that we just cut tadi tu. Paste. Dah paste ke?
Sir, saya tak copy tadi.
Awak buat apa tadi? Awak tak copy. Bukan awak cut ke tadi? Ke delete? Control V.
Tak keluar, sir.
Sudah tak keluar pula. Tak apa, saya copy daripada saya punya Okey, terima kasih Zati. Ingat step tu step baru 2 step kan? Mana tadi? Apa tadi? Input Input. Okay. So we already created the function definition. Paste. Okay, so as I said, so we are going to use first we are going to look at, is it possible to use parameter by value, okay, to this function? Is it possible kan? So let's look at the next step. The next step is to determine whether it is void or non-void kan, by looking at the statement below function call. So function call tadi, Izzati already created the function call over here. Okay, so to determine void or non-void, we look at statement 26 and below. To look for what kan? To look for, is there any statement below that required a value generated by function input? So in this case, what are the value generated by function input? Value apa? What value generated by function input? Give me one value. Nur Zafira. Nur Zafira? Nur Zafira?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what value generated by function input?
Hmm.
Ada value tak yang dia generate? Zafira?
Yes, sir. Hmm.
Yes or no? Is there any value generated by function input? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, okay, yes. So what are the value?
Hmm. Quantity.
Quantity, okay. Lagi?
Hmm. Member card.
Okay, member card. Lagi? What else?
Age.
Age lagi?
Type.
Type. Kan? Betul lah. Okay, thank you. Okay, value ni is not come from equation kan. For example, if there's an equation x equal to a plus c. This is also generated value. What is the generated value in this case? Is it a or c? No, right? The generated value is x. Okay. So that's the mean of generated value. Okay. So in this case, we have 4 value required by the statement. 4 value required by the statement below the function call. Okay, starting from here. So the value is required by this statement kan, age. So age, the value come from here. And then we have apa tadi? Member card. Okay, also come from function input. And then what else? We have 4 kan. So we have 4 value total. So this value need to be transferred to main function because this is independent function and so it is unrelated with main. Okay, but the value is here and we want to transfer this value to function main. So usually how we transfer a value from a user defined function to the call function. Call function is main lah. How do we transfer it normally? Normally how we transfer it? Nur Anis, saya dah tanya belum semalam? Belum kan? Nur Anis Atira?
Dah sir.
Dah tanya semalam. Nur Fikri.
Ya,
Fikri?
belum.
Okay. Apa dia?
Put in parameter.
Don't get confused. Most of you get confused with this. Parameter is the value that we transfer from main, from the function call. We transfer from above the function call. Function call tadi, where's the function call? Function call is over here. If you want to transfer from above input, then we use parameter. But in this case, we want to transfer from input to below, to the main function. So we use apa? No apa? Tadi apa nama? Fikri? We use
Put and return.
this is we use return, okay? We use return, kan? So how we want to return the value in this case?
Return input.
Return input. Okay. Okay, thank you, Fikri. Okay, this is the mistake that not only Fikri done this. More students also do the same mistake. Okay, so you cannot return. Hello, Judge, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There's a disconnected message. Okay, because you cannot return a function. Input is a function, You cannot return function, and then you cannot also return age, type, quantity, and member card at one time. It is not allowed, kan? For example, some of you even write like this, age, type, quantity, member card. So this is wrong. A function can only return one value only. Okay, so it is either one. Each or type or quantity or member card, either one only. You cannot return more than one value. You get it, class? So that is why in this case, if the function requires to return more than one value to the function call, and in this case the function call is inside of main, if it requires to return more than one value, you cannot use normal function development like this. Okay. You cannot. So that is why we need to apply parameter by reference. To avoid this problem lah. Understand, class? Why we need to use parameter by reference? In this case, it is something like this, okay? Where your function need to return more than one value. So it cannot return more than one value. So we need to use parameter by. So how to do parameter by reference? What should I do next? Muhammad Zarif. Muhammad Zarif. Muhammad Zarif. Hello. Muhammad Zarif. Panggil. Saya panggil tak nyaut. Kira absent Boleh je tu? Ha? Muhammad Syazwan. Syazwan atau Syazwan?
Ya, saya.
Okay, Syazwan.
Ya.
So what's next? Sorry. If I want to apply parameter by reference.
Parameter by reference. Tak pasti lah.
Kan cakap dia tu. Dah minggu ke berapa dah ni discuss ni. Kan cakap tak pasti.
Sekejap.
At least try lah. Nah, try.
Maksudnya apa? Macam mana? Return tu
Syazwan. Ha? Siapa tadi nama tadi? Syazwan, what is parameter by reference? Apa dia parameter by reference tu macam mana? Syazwan? Parameter lah, parameter saja. What is parameter, Syazwan?
Dia receive dekat
Dia dekat mana? Dalam
body lah. Dalam
line nombor apa? In this case. Contoh line nombor apa? Kita letak dia, parameter tu. In line number
107.
107. 107 return. Parameter Syazwan. Ini bukannya ni kan. For example, return age. Bukan. This is not parameter. This is return. Tadi kita baru discuss kan return. Tak boleh buat return ni sebab dia boleh return one value only. So parameter apa Syazwan?
dekat line nombor 97.
97. 96 Syazwan. Parameter.
Nanti isi kan.
96 to be specific kat mana? 96 ni where we should put our parameter.
Dalam tu, dalam bracket.
Inside of the bracket. Okay. So this is parameter. Kan? And then parameter there's two types. By value and by reference kan Syazwan?
Okay.
Betul? Betul tak?
Betul.
Okay. So what's the difference between by reference and by value? How we differentiate between by reference and by value? Syazwan? By value ada star ke tak ada star? By value.
By value.
Ada star
Ada.
ke no star? Ha?
Ada star.
Ada? Salah.
Oh, salah.
Terbalik. By
Okay.
value no star kan. If by reference we have star.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. So next step we need to identify. Okay, if let's say you encounter this problem kan, while you are constructing your function and then you want to return the value. Oh, you cannot return because the value required to be returned is 4 value. So what you should do next? So you should identify the value that you want to return. In this case, we have 4 value. So this is needed in the main function. So take all 4 value and put it in your as your parameter. Okay. So let's say if you have 5 variable, but only required by main 2 variable. So list only 2. Don't list everything. List only the value that is required by main. So in this case, we have age, type, quantity, and member card. Okay. Okay. So how do we want to list the value? Cuba seorang buat. Oh, Carol. Apa ni Carol Azfar?
As far as
Okay, Azfar.
yeah.
Cuba buat. Ha. Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Carol. Okay, now that we have our parameter listed inside of the function definition, so next step is we must match this with the function call. Okay. So if you pass 4 from function call, this should receive 4. So in this case, this is receiving. In the function definition, the parameter listed over here is the parameter that is going to receive. So when it is receiving over here, there must be a parameter that pass. So where's the parameter that is going to pass to here? It should be located in the function call. Function call must pass the value through the parameter. So how do you want to pass the value? What should I put over here? Muhammad. Tadi Khairul kan. Muhammad Amir. Amir Syafwan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Edit.
Edit.
Edit lah.
Oh,
Masuk ni. Ready ni. Apa ni? Replate ni. Ni. This link. Replate ni.
Sekejap.
Okay, login using your Google or Facebook. Dah ke Amin?
Dah kot.
Betul ke macam tu? Are you sure Amin?
Ah,
That one ada declaration kan? Do you need to declare dalam ni?
oh tak.
Ha?
Sekejap.
Nak kena declare ke? Age kan dah declare atas tu? Itu the one that you do is function prototype Amin. Itu
Ah,
function prototype ni.
hmm.
Ha. Salah Amin. Nama je Amin. Nama variable tu saja. Write down the name je. Name of the variable. Tadi tu apa asal dia? int tu apa? Int apa? Age kan? Buat age je. Betul ke age?
Oh,
Ha,
terbalik.
age. Ha.
Dan
Okay. So this is apa? Parameter by reference ke parameter by value Amin?
apa?
Hmm? Is this parameter by value or parameter by reference?
Value.
By value kan? Okay. So how to make it by reference Amin?
By reference.
Kan by reference tadi we already done function definition di bawah tu. Void input int star age. That one kan by reference. Char star type. Okay, so it must match with the one that you've done. You just done so it must match the parameter listed in function definition. So how to match with the function definition parameter? What should you put in front of age tu? Okay, semicolon. Last sekali, ended with semicolon. Okay, function call ended with semicolon. Function definition, no semicolon. Function definition no semicolon Okay, so, okay, thank you Amin. What's the reason we put and? Anybody? Why we put and in front of age? Meaning is what?
Reference.
What reference? Reference to what? Reference to what?
The value.
Memory address.
Sorry? Yeah, the keyword is address. Okay, by reference is address. Pointer is address. Okay, that's why we put in the function definition, that's why we put as a pointer over here, because the one that we are going to pass is not a value. Kan? The value is currently null over here. There's no value over here, class. Age, what is the value of age over here? No, right? The value of age is inside of function input, not here. Kan? There's no value. No value for type, no value. So we are not going to pass value. The one that we are going to pass is the address of age. The address of type. That's why we put n over here. N is address kan. You see over here, scanf, n customer ID. No value kan. We just want to put the value in customer ID address. So same goes over here. There's no value yet over here. The value is inside of function input. Okay, but we want to make sure if user enter value in function input, for example, user enter age over here, automatically age in main also affected. Okay, the value is automatically is going to be synchronized. Okay, you change the value over here. Okay, user enter type in function input. Automatically type in main also is going to be affected. Okay, same goes to quantity. User enter quantity in function input. So automatically we want quantity inside of main. Okay, quantity inside of main over here. Quantity inside of main, we want it to automatically change according to user input in function input. So how to do that is by sharing the address with function input. So you want the quantity in main and quantity and input have the same address. Okay, we want to share this address. So although it is in different function, it have the same address. So this is important because before this, when we are using parameter by value, okay, when we use parameter by value, the value of quantity, by value, talking about by value, the value of quantity in main and the value of the quantity in function input, although the name is similar, the value is similar, the address is different. So it is two separate, two different variable. Okay, quantity in main one variable, quantity in input another variable, two different variable. Okay, but if you put it like this, if you use parameter by reference, so it is actually one variable, okay, shared by two different function, main function and input function. Do you get this, class? Tak tahu nak pusing macam mana lagi kan? Do you understand, class? Or do you want me to draw? Do you want me to draw for you? Macam nak draw ni? Tadi macam boleh draw ni. How to draw? Lupin lah. Ni kan, we have two function. We have main function. We have input function. Okay, so input have value age. For example, age. And main require age from input. Okay, so originally, see this is different kan? Different function. So this is independent. Age, for example, age in main, the address is 01. Age in input, the address is 02. It couldn't be the same address because it is separate. So originally, if we use parameter by value, this is the situation. We have two different variable. Although the name is similar, it's totally different. Two different variable. Okay, the address also different. This is the address for age. This is the address for age in main. Two different. Okay. So for example, user enter age. User enter age is 24. Okay. So we want to share this value with main. So we use return. Kan? Return age. Return age. So this value will be returned to main by using age. So age we receive. Okay. Age we receive from function call kan. Function call age equal to input. This is how we receive kan, input. Something like that lah. So age we receive. This is how we transfer normally if using if not using parameter by reference. Okay, but in our situation we cannot use return since we need to return more than one value. So we must use parameter. Okay, so over here is parameter. So this is by value. This is parameter by reference. Okay, we have age. Okay, over here also we have age. Okay, over here we are sharing the address of age, and this will receive the address of age. You see the address is similar. So what does this mean? Address similar meaning any value that user enter over here, for example, user enter 24, it will not pass, okay? We don't have to pass because it is sharing the same address. Okay, we don't have to return. Return kan? Don't have to return because when user enter age over here, automatically age will be stored in address 01 kan? So over here age also have the address of 01. So automatically it will get the same value lah. This is parameter by reference. Dia star depan ni. Understand class? Address ni. Understand? This is parameter by reference using the same address. Understand or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Tak tahu nak explain macam mana lagi kan. So hopefully you understand this concept lah class, okay? Okay, so this is correct. So this is how you pass the parameter by reference. Actually we are passing the address so that this address can be shared by parameter in function input. The address is very important. Okay, correct. So next step is what? So once we're done with this, you see we didn't change any value in the declaration. We didn't change this to pointer kan? No need. I didn't change over here. So you also don't have to change. We change only the parameter. The rest is original. Okay, so next step is what? Laksana. Okay,
Function.
Laksana. Function? Sorry?
Prototype.
Okay, do the function prototype, Laksana.
I think so.
So where's the star? The star?
Oh,
Okay.
mm-mm.
Okay. Thank you, Zana. Okay, so you see, class, the step is not entirely different from parameter by value and but you may start with parameter by value, but if you found that it is required to change, okay, to change to parameter by reference, then in the middle of the step you may change, okay. Okay, so this is parameter by reference entirely, kan. Okay, so next, okay, so maybe we can move a little bit faster, kan, because I showed you already the steps, kan. So let's have uh okay, so let's move to the second function, which is this one. So let's just take this. Let's just take this statement and put it in function calculate discount. Okay, this statement only. Okay, but using parameter by reference. This time we use parameter by reference. Uh, uh, Haziq Hakimi.
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Sir, kalau saya share link tadi boleh tak? Share ni. Replit.
Tak ada ke?
Tadi saya terkeluar.
Ah, okay. Haziq,
Ya saya.
Haziq,
Ya.
tengah buat apa?
Nah ni, baru ni. Yang saya nampak
Ha. Tengah buat apa tadi?
Yang diskaun sama dengan total darab 30.
Yalah, function apa? Function definition.
Function definition.
Okay. So next apa? Nak buat apa pula? Function call dah buat belum?
Function call belum.
Okay, cuba. Ha.
Angkut saya.
Ha?
Blank.
Macam apa dia? Sorry?
Ni blank. Saya ni.
Blank. Maksudnya apa? Tadi dengar tak saya explain?
Dengar.
Saya explain. Betul? Sama je. Sama, step dia sama. Tengok contoh yang saya buat tadi. Yang kawan-kawan buat tadi. Tengok ni. Function input ni. Macam mana dia panggil function dan dia pass parameter. Sama tak dengan awak punya? Wah, function definition okay. Dah okay dah ni, function definition correct already. Okay, but you need to tally with the ni lah, function call and function prototype. Kena tally lah. Kena sama. Aziz,
Okay.
why you put like that? Discount equal to calculate discount. Kenapa ada why you need to put equal?
Sebab
Specifically, okay. Sebab
nak bagi tahu yang ni diskaun tu nanti dia kira kat void calculate discount.
salah. We put equal if only in function calculate discount, yang void calculate discount tu ni dekat body function ni, if only calculate discount return discount. Kalau return discount, then we put equal. So in this case, we don't have to return kan, because we use parameter by reference. So no need to return.
Okay, siap.
Is it?
Okay.
So okay. So macam mana? So tak ada lah. Tak ada yang equal tu. Dia function call saja, no equal. Tak payahlah delete semua kan. Function call saja. Buang semua, buang semua.
Buang
balik pula
discount
ni.
semua.
Function call saja. Function call saja. Function call macam mana? Function call tadi tu, nama function tu. Calculate discount. Okay. So parameter dia apa, Haziq?
Total.
Kenapa total je? Kan saya suruh apply semua. Tapi kalau tak total, discount nak dapat dari mana? Where we want to get the discount value? So discount sekali lah. Put discount. Total, discount. Declare. Semua float star discount. Okay, so tallykan dengan function call atas tu. Okay, correct. Then tally with the function prototype.
Terima kasih.
Okay, and then belum lagi ni. Then for the rest, for all the discount equation, replace with the same function call. Satu je kan buat untuk semua. Copy paste je. Copy je, tak salah. Okay. Okay
Okay.
Aziz kena study balik ni Aziz. Start pada mula ni.
Baik sir.
Hmm. Okay. Integer. Okay. Don't forget one more thing class. Ni tak siap lagi ni. That's why there's error over there kan. Okay. Up until passing the parameter. Okay, correct already. Okay, but please remember the one that we are using here in function calculate discount is a pointer class. It is a pointer. So what should do over here? Anybody? This is a pointer in function calculate discount. So what should you do over here? Ni saya terlupa ni. Yang ni pun sama atas ni pun ada saya terlupa ni What should we do over here class? This is a pointer. So pointer operation. Macam mana nak buat? Hanis Sabrina.
Yes, sir.
Do over here. This is a pointer.
Tambah star.
Star. Don't forget about star class. This is okay. This is might be the one that you are going to miss some of you might forget to put star kan. Saya pun terlupa tadi kan. That's why there's error over here kan, because parameter by reference is about pointer So inside of this, the function, not the main main remain main remain as it is. The one that is going to be changed is over here only, because we already use pointer. So over here, okay. And also another things that you need to change is that you need to change is over here. This is a pointer kan. So pointer, either you put n star or you put Something like that only. Okay, because it is a pointer. It is a pointer. Calculate discount. Mungkin ni nama. Okay. Sekejap saya check balik ni. Using replete ni nak cari error susah sikit. Tak ada error dah ni. Okey dah ni. Copy and paste to code block. So it seems working. So no problem lah. Supposedly no problem. Tapi it detect error over here. Not sure why. Code block. It's okay. Okay, code block. Conflict. This is just a warning. It's okay. Basic declaration. Card discount. Huh? Using card. Oh, different name. Case sensitive. This one supposed to be capital. Calculate discount. Capital. Okay. So the rest is okay. Okay guys? Confused ke? Lah, you just follow ni lah. Just follow the steps saja. Identify. Okay, so the step is what class? Okay, so to summarize to summarize is, okay, the step is first to identify the value that involved in the function definition. Okay, not only the value generated but the value involved. So if two value involved, then we must put these two value as a parameter and then put a star in front of it, okay, indicating that we are going to get the same address as from the function main. Okay, and then from function main, okay, in the function call, make sure you put n symbol, okay, indicating that we are passing an address. So this is much simpler compared to parameter by value, because the step is less step. Okay, but this is the case if entirely parameter by reference. Okay, what if we have to mix with by reference and by value class? What if we have to mix with by reference and by value? By reference and by value in one single function. So what should you do? Okay, so for today, just a simple task for you. Okay, take out this statement and put it in a function, and I want you to mix with parameter by reference and parameter by value. Understand, class? Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first thing first, during the lecture, during the lab nanti, tomorrow and so on. So I will ask somebody to share the answer. Boleh? Is it okay? Alright. So you don't have to submit, but prepare the answer. And when I ask you, you need to explain why you use this as a reference, why you use this parameter as a value. Okay, there must be a reason for that. Okay, any last question? Any question? Question?
No questions, sir.
Okay, if no, then okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, sir.